to episode 2. And sorry. Oh, yeah, we got to introduce ourselves. I'm Matt, and this is. Introduce yourself, introduce yourself, introduce
Oh,
yourself, introduce yourself right now.
oh,
There you go. But, yeah, we are back after a long break between episodes because, summer holiday weekend and we were busy and working and stuff like that. So, but we are back now. Thank you to everybody who watched the first episode and commented and everything. That we appreciate you all. But yeah, we are back with another episode this week. So, how are you doing today? How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you ready?
Just worked out this morning,
Oh wow.
doing what I had to do. So, yeah. How are you?
I'm doing good. I also worked out this morning too. Yeah, gotta be on
Nice.
our fitness. Gotta be on our fitness journeys. Because it is
Yes.
summer. But that's the nice thing about summer is you can work out. Oops, that you can work out outside. But it'd be a little hot. It's a little hot today though. So
It
it's
is a
been
little hot.
hot. It's been heat. I know where you are. It's been a lot warmer than it has been for me.
It's crazy warm here.
Yeah, overheating. But anyway, so today, obviously you guys can tell that. Unless you're blind or something, but you can tell that we're. But
Okay.
yeah, obviously that you can tell that we are interracial couple. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about the no disrespect to the blind people, but I'm just trying to put it out there because you never know who'd be listening. Because you can listen, you can listen, but
Yes, you're
some
right.
people
Yeah.
can't watch. So shout out to
Yeah.
them. But
Correct.
yeah, so we're just gonna talk a little bit about that from our perspectives, and yeah, so I guess let's see. So obviously, there's a lot of people that would like stare at you and stuff like that, but like you don't really remember those people as much unless they like say something. But and then there are the times where somebody will like come up to you and like say something to you, like compliment you. But I think it is also different from like my perspective compared to your perspective. Like, or if it was the opposite, like if there's a black dude with a white girl, people look at that differently than if it's like a black girl with a white dude. So, that's just kind of a different. There's some different perspectives on that, which I think that you might be able to touch on more than me, just because you kind of experienced both of that. Um, so yeah, like what are your thoughts on like the double standard? I guess between if it's a white dude with a black girl or like a black dude with a white girl. Like, why do you think that's looked at differently?
Well, I think, I don't know. I really never I have seen it, but I've never been close to somebody that was like a black male that was going out with a white girl, but I have like heard about it and like, you know, um everything like that, but I feel like I don't know, like with black males going out with white females, I feel like it's more kind of like praised in a way. Like, oh, you got you excuse me guys, but you got you a snow bunny or like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um and personally with me, um from what I personally experienced, from what I've been told, some people are like, well, why are you not with a black guy? Or like, why are you with a white guy? Like, you deserve a black guy, whatever the case may be. And I don't know why it's like that. I think it's a lot of double standards and different standards when it comes to men and women in general,
Mm-hmm.
and what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to be, what roles we have, um, just in life in general. So I feel like with the double standard, no matter who you're with, what you're doing, where you are in life, like it's always going to be existing.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, personally, I don't really care what people think.
Yeah. Tell them.
I've never cared. Um, and I feel like if you want to support, you support. If you don't, great, go on about your day. Like I don't really care about that. Um, I think more so for me, like in my life right now, like where I am, I'm just doing things that are making me happy,
mm,
like making me feel loved, making me feel special. Like
mm,
that just not only includes like our relationship, but like my friendships as well. And then also my relationship with my family members. Like, I'm allowing people in my life that benefit me and I also benefit them. And if you don't, dust my hands off and you can go about your way. That's it. But
yeah. I mean, I think because sometimes they'll like be like, "Oh, you're dating like a white boy," and they'll say it, like kind of condescending. But then like someone will come up to me and be like, "Dang, like you got a black queen, like good for you," like. And then R will be like the other way, where it'd be like, "Oh, you're like it's like a black dude with a white girl." They're like, "Oh, dating a you're dating a white girl," or like, "Oh, you're dating a black man." So like I don't know why that is. I mean, I feel like honestly, like on social media, probably like even 10, like even like 6 years ago, like you didn't really see that many like interracial like couples like as much as you do now, and I don't know why that is, but maybe it's because it's like trendy now. I guess like I mean I would see people who watch Love Island, you see like the winners were like is an interracial couple. So I guess maybe I mean there's obviously always been interracial couples like we've been out and we've seen like a couple who's in like probably like their 70s or 80s like and it's a white dude with a black girl, so it's like it's always been a thing. I think now it's starting to become like more of an accepted thing, but of course you're always gonna have those people that are gonna judge you because like they just don't agree with it or they just are like you should just stay date within your own race. So
yeah, absolutely. I also think it could be a culture thing too,
mm-hmm.
because with the black culture, it's definitely different from the white culture, like how we've grown up
Yeah.
and, you know, um, how our parents are, how our um, values may be, or
Mm,
our certain and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, some people are kind of still stuck in this mindset of like maybe black shouldn't be with white or white shouldn't be with black, vice versa, whatever.
yeah. I think I mean that's because if you just look at like obviously the history of how white
Yeah, and
people
it's
treated black people,
also
so some people are still
grown up too.
yeah.
Like if you've grown up on certain beliefs about certain things like sexuality or who somebody should be with, what color they should be with, how they should talk, walk, whatever, obviously that's gonna if you don't have that mindset of acceptance or changing that, that's gonna continue on and carry out to other people that maybe have a different sexuality. Maybe they like their same gender,
Mm,
or like maybe like me and you, maybe they like, they're not even looking at the person's color. They're more so just looking at the person for the person.
mm,
But all the other person sees is color, and it's kind of just like,
yeah.
that's a little questionable. But I will say, um, we've had more. I don't know about like. I would say like when we do get positive comments and stuff like that, it weighs out more of the negatives for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I don't when people say negative stuff about
I think.
just
I mean, sorry. I don't think anybody has ever like come up to us and said like something negative before.
definitely not. But I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard negative stuff been said about my like me being with a white dude,
Mm,
like questioning me, saying like, "Oh, why do you like a white dude? Why are you always so?" I'm just like, well, why do you care? Like, all that you should care about is if I'm happy, and if you want to support that, you can. If you don't, great. I'm not sitting here bowing down on my knees to like be like, "Oh, please accept me." Like, no, I care less.
yeah. Yeah. I
But
mean,
yeah,
I feel like if you are interested or if you're like are attracted to the other race, I would say like, I mean, don't talk to like your family about it or like, cause like then I mean, whoever you bring home, they're gonna meet anyway. But I would say like just make sure that your family's not like like a get out family or something like that, and like you know.
yeah,
But yeah, just like make sure that like if you do bring this person around your family that they're not gonna like be judging them, like just make sure that you have a open family that's like accepting of people. But I think obviously if most people who are attracted to other races already come from a family like that, I feel like in most cases like I mean, it's not like I haven't really. There probably have been situations where someone's like trying to date outside their race, and then like they bring the person home, and they're like, "No, like you can't be with this person." But like I never have experienced that or like have seen that, but it probably happens. There's a lot of stuff that happens that we never know about or like you never know. Like this is it never comes out if it's not like a big story, I guess. But yeah, I'd just say like if you are in an interracial relationship, like or like any type of relationship, just make sure it's someone who you want to actually bring home to your family, and they're gonna be like accepting of that person, because you don't want to like just bring someone into a house and just create a awkward situation like where you're uncomfortable, your partner is uncomfortable, and then it's just like, it's just not ideal. So just be careful with that. And then also like if you are in an interracial relationship, like make sure that you're not like ever like culturally appropriating the other person's culture. Like be open minded, like willing to ask questions, but like in a respectful way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that also goes for your parents as well too,
Mm.
because just kind of like, obviously my mom knows what to say and what not to say, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I have to be like, okay, like don't do too much
Yeah.
around, whatever. And same with your mom. It was
Mm-hmm.
kind of just like, uh, you know, you have to tell your parents like, okay, what is okay to say, what's not to say. And most of the time, parents will come and ask you like, is this okay to say, whatever,
Mm.
like the cultural difference and stuff. But yeah, I feel like that's very important. Um, and it's also very important, like you stated before, to make sure that your partner is comfortable. Um, and just that everybody's kind of open minded about certain things. Because one thing about me, like I'm pretty much an open book, and I don't really mind if anybody asks me a question about my culture, like my hair or anything like that, or like my family, where we're from, as long as it's respectful and
Yeah.
appropriate, you know,
I
because
mean,
it's a way to do it.
yeah, like if you're just like, you know, those people would be like, "Oh, where are you from?" Like if they ask it in, that type of, like, just all depends on like their vocabulary, like their tone of voice, and like their body language, and their asking a question.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, I think that everybody should like at one point date someone outside their culture, because I think it's like very beneficial. Like it can kind of open your mind to new things, and you can kind of just like, you know, I don't know, I think it's just a good thing. Like I don't understand. I mean, of course, there's always people that are gonna be like frowning upon things that are really don't affect them in any way. So I think it's like a positive thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but yeah, we haven't really had many like too big of issues or anything like that.
Especially
I mean,
not,
there's the
yeah.
one time the lady came up to us and she's like, "I love this. Like, this is just like you guys have." She said she was like, "You guys have probably got like a lot of negative comments before, but she's like, I just want to show you guys that I love that." And like something like that will stick out more versus like some random old grandpa just like staring at you like he saw an
Got
alien or something.
a lot of stares, but nobody's ever came
Yeah.
to us out.
I
Like
mean, they never
really,
will come up to us. Like they always stare, but they'll never say anything
yeah.
because they just be like,
Double takes,
yeah,
definitely double
yeah.
takes. Like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe that will start to go away when like this older generation kind of phases out.
Maddie,
Well, I'm just saying, like, cause
man, you're shooting shots today,
no,
man.
I'm
First
just
it was
saying, like,
young people, now it's when this older generation starts to fade
I
out.
just said, they start to fade out. When they get older, you just fade away.
Yo, wow. Okay.
But so yeah, cause like I feel like now since it's cause I feel like in today's age everything is like influenced by social media. So now, I mean, I hope this doesn't become like a problem where it's like, oh, I just want to be with like a person outside my race because I saw someone else do it. But like, really, it takes like a certain type of commitment because there's a lot of things that you don't really think about that kind of just happen, and you have to like learn from them.
Absolutely. Clock that.
Yep. You can't just one day wake up and be like, oh, just because like the Love Island whatever season winners are interracial couple, that's what I want to be.
Yeah.
And then some people just do it for solely for exploratory reasons. Like they don't really like you. Like they might just lead you on just so they can say like, "Oh, I slept with a person outside my race."
Yeah.
Like so, you gotta be careful, guys, because people
Bad,
are weird out here.
bad intentions.
Yeah, 'cause you gotta make sure they have good intentions, or else you don't want to get stuck in a bad situation. Because it's very scary out here. Like there's or that I think sometimes why it's frowned upon. So like, did you see that case about like the guy? I forget his name, but he was like went on a boat. It was like this black dude, and he went on a boat with like his three friends or
Yeah.
whatever, and then like they say he
Stolen.
drowned. Yeah, so that see like stuff like that happens. Like or like remember that documentary you watched about like the town in Florida where it was like the only white woman in that town ended up like shooting one of the neighbors or
Yeah.
like saying that yeah, so like stuff like that happens. So that's kind of why there's always going to be like a like not a divide, but like there might be people looking at you a certain way because of certain situations like that.
A race thing.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. Because just because of like the history, like there's I mean we could literally go down like the whole history of like incidences, and but we're not gonna do that today because that's not the topic. But yeah, so that's why it's just like the history behind it, why people are sometimes a little like hesitant. I think it's more so when like depends. Yeah, I think it, like or like that movie Get Out. That's like this extreme example, obviously. But yeah, stuff like that happens, but like not on like that scale. But like, they'll bring home a person of their race and like it'll just go south.
Yeah.
So you just always
Definitely.
gotta make sure that if you are going over to someone's house or something, or like away with them, like just make sure you're in like a safe situation. I mean, even with
Yes.
like any partner, like doesn't matter if the race, but like always just make sure you're in a safe situation.
I agree.
That is from our perspective. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's other couples have their own perspective. I think it also like depends where you live. Like if you live in like more of a city, like a diverse city, it's kind of like a normal thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you're in a town where it's like more one sided, and like
Conservative or
yeah, so
something.
then it might be yeah. Well, not yeah, like our conservative or like the town has like a higher population of like a certain race, and then like
Yeah.
so that is where you get
Yeah.
more stares. But if you're in like I don't know if we're in like New York or like DC, like you don't really notice it as much because then you see like other interracial couples too.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, just
But I
make
would
sure you
say
are.
more, I would say we get more like support than anything,
Yeah.
honestly. Um, which is nice to have, you know. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people do support us and
Yep.
you know,
Yeah, because you gotta surround. I mean, yeah, a relationship is just like you and the other person, but it's also like the key thing is who you have supporting you as well.
yeah,
You
that's
gotta have like
true.
a good community because you don't only just want to have like each other because in that it's like you gotta have like your own friends and stuff going on too
Yeah,
because sometimes it's good to get like other opinions besides each other's. Because I
yeah,
think eventually when you're like together for so long, you kind of just like start already knowing what the person's gonna stay. So like you just need like sometimes you just need a third voice.
yeah, some input, yes,
Yes,
definitely.
definitely. But yeah, so obviously it's definitely an experience. I mean, I think like us being an interracial couple is like I mean I don't really like think about it that much honestly. It's kind of just like we're together, so it is what it is. It just is what it is.
Yeah,
But like I think yeah, I mean I think I mean I also see it a lot on social media now, and I think that people are starting to be like, oh, we can get more views from this because it's trending or whatever.
mm,
So I don't
you
know.
think
We'll
so
see.
now?
Huh?
I said you think it's like a trending thing now.
I do think that it's like I mean not everybody. I wouldn't say everybody because a lot of the couples that I follow on like TikTok they're like actually like good together, and they just happen to be like interracial couple.
Mm,
But some of them it seems like a little like sketchy,
mm,
iffy.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Especially now, like the Love Island winners, I think we'll start to see like a lot more. Or I think, or maybe it's like the opposite. Maybe it creates like a safe space for them to like come out and
I was
say
just
like,
say maybe it is a little more
yeah,
safer to broadcast.
yeah, because they're
Yeah,
like, oh, like there's so many other interracial couples out there. Like, why can't
yeah,
I just put my story out there? You know?
exactly.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it's the opposite actually.
Because I think even for me, like, I mean, I didn't really care, but like sometimes it does feel good to see like a couple
Mm,
that like your couple, like,
yeah,
and you guys can kind of like, for me, I can relate to the black girl
yeah,
kind of, and relate to the white guy or
yeah.
whatever.
I think we need to have a interracial couple convention.
So imagine.
We can all exchange stories together.
I think it's just like being, like you said, creating a safe space for people to actually
Yes.
like come on and be like, oh, this is like my couple. This is who I love or like, and whether you support it or not, oh well.
Well, you know, especially, I mean, and we're also long distance, which you guys probably already know that too. So we got double things going on, you know. So even so, like, because with interracial couples, people will give their opinions, and then with long distance relationship, people will give their opinions. But it's like, who cares? Like, you just know what you got to do. So
And I also feel like, I don't know, because we've been long distance for like 3 years and some change. So it's like if you just can do it, like if you know you and your partner are willing to, put that effort in and
yeah,
like put
and it has to
to it,
be,
will work out.
yeah, it can't
Literally.
be like one of you says like, yes, I'll do it, like 100%, absolutely, positively, I'll do it, and then one of them's like, oh well, I guess if you're willing to do it, like I'll give it a try. Like no, you both have to
Yeah,
be on like the same
same page.
level.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully our long distance is ending soon because some people have been longer. I don't know how they did it, but I'm sure if we had to do it, we could. But I don't want to. I mean, I
Yeah.
will, but I don't. I don't want to.
Getting to the point where it's just like, all right,
Yeah. I mean, I think it's also depends
throw
on
this
what.
ball in a different direction
I
now.
mean, but you have to also look at like the stage of life when we like met each other too. Like when I met you, we were like first starting school, and then I was in like my second year. So
Yeah.
it's not like we met each other when we are like 30 and like settled already.
Right.
So
Got our money and our careers and stuff.
money,
So
what's money?
don't have money.
Yeah, I don't have money. That's why we need sponsorships for this. So
Who do you want to sponsor?
anybody, what do we work out? Give us some fitness company, some body armor, some anything. We need audio equipment. Beats can sponsor us. Apple can sponsor us. Literally, Apple phone, Apple computer. Like, you have an Apple computer. Like, somebody just sponsor us. Any companies that want shout outs, just message us.
Oh, that's so
But yeah,
funny.
so I mean, we just been enjoying our summer in our own ways. I think this year we have done a better job of like going outside more and like doing things our own. Because we don't always just want to be like FaceTiming. Like we want to go outside and like do stuff.
I would say also we've been better at doing things like alone as
Yeah,
well. Too. Like even like yes, obviously, we're in a relationship, we're in together, but you also have to like
yeah,
be your individual
yeah. I
self.
mean that even applies to if you like live together as well.
Yeah.
Because like obviously we want to talk to each other, but like I think both of us don't just want to be sitting down inside on the phone all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in the summer. Like the summer is the only month where you can like be outside and literally doing nothing and still have a good time, just because you're outside and it's nice outside.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I mean, hopefully you guys can just follow us along on the journey, and you never know, one of our episodes will be in person together finally. But yeah, so you have any last remarks?
um
With your outro, hit us with your outro.
my last remarks would be to be kind to one another and love one another and just be the most amazing version of yourself that you could be.
Yes, there you go. And yeah, there we go. That was really good. That was very inspiring. My last remarks are that it's summertime. Get your ass outside and enjoy it. Because this winter was horrible, so it's finally summer. And
Yes.
we're staying blessed out here, so we're just gonna keep doing our thing and see what happens, and then we'll be seeing each other soon. So like a few more weeks to go, so we can make it.
Yes, we can make it.
Yeah, so this has been episode 2. Hopefully, the third episode is not going to take this long to make. So we'll be back next week with another episode.
Yes.
And this has been the Koematty Show, and we'll catch you guys next week. Oh yeah, like,
Woo!
subscribe, comment, all that stuff.
Yes.
Yes. Peace.
Peace out. Peace out.